and gentlemen, now that we have completed 2020, now that we've stepped strongly, firmly and confidently into the year 2021, we can only praise the Almighty God. We can only say, Ebenezer, thus far the Lord has brought us. In the new year 2021, we choose hope over fear. We choose confidence over doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the year that we all have been waiting for. This is 2021. We have been planning for this year. We've been waiting for this year. And now we are here. Like Shakespeare said one time, that let us remember and celebrate. Let us eat and drink to the general happiness of the company and our friends that have not made it. But we are here. We are in 2021, and we've always been saying Mission 2021. This is the year to accomplish our mission. We have 12 days from today. 12 days. But I would rather look at it from the point of view of 10 days of campaign. 10 more days. So, we have 10 days to determine the future of our country. We have 10 days to determine the fate of Uganda. We have 10 days of campaign and 12 days to a historical election. It is this election where we are going to determine whether we shall remain slaves in our own country or whether we shall free up. It is in this election where we are going to decide whether our lives are going to be precious and valuable or we are going to continue dying like useless creatures in our own country. It is those 12 days, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make a clarion call to all the people of Uganda. I call upon you, ladies and gentlemen, to rise up and accomplish the mission that we have all been preaching. I want to call upon you to turn out in large numbers and vote. I want to encourage all of you to dedicate these remaining 12 days. To dedicate these days to the future of our country. I've said it before, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to say it again, that we are non-violent. General Museveni has tried everything possible to project us as violent so that he can be able to respond to us with violence. I say it one more time, that we are non-violent. We are just Ugandans. We are farmers. We are border riders. We are nurses. We are doctors. We are teachers. We are lawyers. We are people of Uganda that are determined to change the fate of their nation. We are Uganda. We are the National Unity Platform. We want to change our country, and we are doing that peacefully. So, to the people of Uganda, turn up in big numbers and vote. That is the only solution. We've called upon you in the past to register massively as voters, and you did so. We called upon you to open your eyes, and you did so. We called upon you to spread the message of freedom, and you did so. Now is the time to vote. This is no usual election. This is a revolutionary election. So let's come out in big numbers and vote. Bamama abali mukatale, mikwano jange aba boda, abalimi, abantu abali mu byalo, yonna gye muli muveeyo mulonde mikwano jange, ate mulonde mu bungi. Eyo ye answer yokka. Akaluluko ke kagenda okuteeka eddagala mu malwaliro. Akaluluko ke kagenda okukomya ettemu lino limubadde mulaba erigenda mu maaso. Akaluluko ke kagenda obulamu bwo bukyusa bubeere bwa kitiibwa. akaluluko kekagenda okusalawo oba osobola okweyogerera oba tosobola kweyogerera. Akaluluko ssebo nnyabo kekagenda okugula enzigi z'amakomera nezo zi barracks gye basibidde baganda baffe ba Nubian ba Edi Mutwe nga tebalina musango. Akaluluko kekagenda okuwa eddembe okweyagalira mu nsi yo, kekagenda okuwa citizenship, kekagenda okuwa eddembe ly'obuntu naawe obeerenga omuntu. It is your vote that is going to do that. And please, tubasaba zino ennaku 12 ezisigaddeyo muziweeyo mikwano gyange, muziweeyo ku lw'ensi yammwe. Keera buli ku makya obeeko gw'otuusaako obubaka, keera buli ku makya oteeketeeko omuntu, muveeyo mu bungi mulonde. Olunaku lw'14 lwe tugenda okulonda. Teekateeka masiki yo, teekateeka national ID yo, teekateeka akagonge we balondera, ofube olonde. N'abo abalwadde oba bateesobola mubayambe baveeyo balonde. It is on the 14th of January 2021 when we are going to change the fate of Uganda. We know that the regime is planning on a lot of things. We know that the regime is planning to cut off the internet. We know that the regime is planning to cut off mobile money services. We know that they are planning to cut off electricity. We know that they are even planning a lockdown. We know they are planning massive arrests, which they've already started doing. We know that they have already arranged fake terrorist centers in Mbuya barracks and other military military centers. We know that they have carried out and they continue to carry out massive arrests. So prepare for that. Tukimanyi bulungi the government ya Museveni teina chance ku kalulu. Yensonga lwaki bali mu kuyoola abaana bazzeemu panda gaali. Tumanyi nti bateekateeka ku lunaku olwo okussa amagye. They intend to deploy the military everywhere to intimidate people, to stop people from voting. Bateekateeka okuleeta amagye bagayiwe buli wamu. Bateekateeka okutiisatiisa abantu babalemesa okulonda kuba bamanyi bannayuganda bavaayo mu bungi ne balonda Museveni akake kabawo kabweddemu. Tumanyi nti bateekateeka okuleeta obululu okubuyiwamu ng'olwedde buli tikiti. Bateekateeka okusalako internet. Bateekateeka okusalako amasannyalaze mu bitundu ebisinga obungi eby'omu Uganda. Bateekateeka okusalako mobile money. Tumanyi nti bateekateeka n'okola lockdown. Ensonga lwaki tubasaba mweteeketeeke. Byo byonna mubeerenga mubimanyi. Bagenda kukusala amagezi okwata abantu bangi nnyo. Ba agenti baffe bagenda kufuba okulaba nga babayoola. Bafuba nnyo okulaba nga buli muntu aneetoolodde oba buli muwagizi wa NUP oba buli mukulembeze wa NUP nga bamukwata ne bamusiba. Njagadde nnyo bannayuganda mubitegeere. Manyi nti bateekateeka batayitegese nadda in fact tali center emu bagitadde Mbuya, endala tulina information bagitadde Nakasongola naye ne mu bitundu ebirala gye baagala okugattiragatira omugatte ogwa omufu ogw'okulonda. But I want to encourage all of you, one, turn out in large numbers and vote, and after that please keep a safe distance but continue watching the proceedings. Don't go back home. Let us dedicate the 14th of January to our nation. Everything that we are encouraging you to do is legal, it is constitutional, and nothing is criminal. We also know that the Electoral Commission intends to delay voting materials in some areas, particularly in Kampala, in Wakiso, in Mukono, and in areas of Masaka. We also know that they are intending to announce results very late. We want to appeal to you, Mr. BYABAKAM and the Electoral Commission, and at the same time warn you that the people of Uganda are not going to accept that. You've done that in the past, but you're dealing with a totally different generation. So, the more you really disrespect the people of Uganda, the more you will be accountable. for any result of a bad election. It is in your best interest and in the interest of the people of Uganda that you respect their voices. Tumanyi timwami BYABAKAM n'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda bateekateeka okuluyisaayo ebirondesebwa ebyo ebikozesebwa mu kulonda mu bitundu ebimu nga mu Kampala muno mwennyini, ng'e Wakiso, ng'e Mukono, ng'e Masaka ne walala. Naye twagala mwami BYABAKAM n'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda obakubira omulanga n'obbalabula nti bannayuganda tebagenda kukkiriza nkola eyo ey'obumenyi bw'amateeka. Musirise nga batukolako ebikolobero. Tumanyi nti mwami BYABAKAM toli mitambo gya kalulu kano, naye njagala okuwa amagezi oleme kubeera nampulira zibi, oleme kubeera ng'enswera gye boogerako mu lugero egoberera omulambo paka Montana. Now to Mr. Museveni. General Museveni, wakati mukuwa ekitiibwa tuze tugamba ne ku mulundi guno tugamba tetulina kye tukusaba. We are not asking for anything from you, General Museveni. All we are saying is keep your word. Keep your word. In Africa, they teach us that a man is noble if he's a man of his word. What we're saying is keep your word. Respect the words that you said when you are a young man. You called Obote and Amin swines for disrespecting the rights of the people of Uganda. You are abusing the rights of Ugandans much worse than the previous regimes. Respect your word. We are not violent. We are not up for violence. But again, we are not going to be silent in the face of oppression. We have said it before and we are saying it again. We are not your slaves. We are the people of Uganda. We are the young people whose future you have robbed away from us, whose parents have died because of your misrule, whose brothers and sisters you are continuing to kill, whose parents lost it all, whose future has gone and we are trying to reinvent it. Be a man of your word. General Museveni, you cannot kill all of us. You cannot. It is unfortunate, very unfortunate, to see that once a prized revolutionary, you have decided to bury your legacy in muck. But again, if that's what you have chosen, that is your decision. However, I tell you today, like I've told you in the past, that you either respect the voice of the people of Uganda, or you will end up like all the other despots have ended up. Oppressed people cannot remain oppressed forever. And for as long as I still have the breath in my body, I will open my mouth and tell you the truth. After all, you go to government, politics is about kulaba mukama. So, tujabi kugamba muzeyi, ngabwe biri, tukuwanye ekitiibwa mukadde waffe, ne munnange, tetuli baddubo. Tuli bana Uganda. Tuyinza okubeera aba boda boda, tuyinza okubeera aba comedian, tuyinza okubeera abalimi, tuyinza okubeera abasiisi ba chapati. Naye eno Uganda naffe tugiyinako omugabo nga ggwe n'abaana bo. Eno Uganda naffe nsi yaffe. Wano we batuzaalidde. Era ne bw'onootutta wano we bagenda otuziika. Twagala nnyo okubeera mu nsi eyeeyagaza nga buli omu awamu n'ekitiibwa. Nga ffe n'abaana bo tuli mu nsi nga buli omu asanyukira munne. So tewali nsonga lwaki obeera otuyisa nga ba second class citizens. Tetuli ba second class citizens sa. Tuli bana Uganda. And I hope that message is received by you with an open heart. We respect you, but we would rather you respect yourself as well. Now, to the people of Uganda, we've told you before, we tell you again, that be non-violent, be peaceful, but be assertive. I say it again. Be non-violent, be peaceful, but be assertive. Your right is your right, and nobody can and should take away that right from you. Please use your smartphone. Use your smartphone. That smartphone is a very powerful weapon. We've moved the entire country from the north to the south and central, from the west to the east. We've been confronted with soldiers and police officers armed to the tooth. But we've noticed they fear one thing, that is the camera. So we are calling upon you to use your smartphone, use your camera as much as possible. Go live whenever you can. Expose, expose, expose. As much as you can expose. I want to also ask you, on the day of elections, the 14th of January 2021, please make sure you record the